friends, and welcome to today's video. This week I was watching Helen from Coffee Monsterz Co, and her latest video has been a what's in my pencil case, and I just loved that idea. I loved watching her video and it inspired me to do the same. And so today we're gonna take a look inside my pencil case. So thanks so much for joining us. So this is my pencil case. I can't remember where I got it. I think from Staples. I've had it for a few years now. So I'm just gonna open it up. And as you can see, it is very full. So what I'm gonna do is just pull it to the side and then kind of go through and show you what I've got. But generally in the back, I have my brush tip pens. In the front, fine tip pens or gel pens. And then over on this side, sort of, I don't know, one-off or specialty kind of items. A few more gel pens down here, and then sort of a bit of color and extra stuff that will not fit. So I'm just gonna pull that off to the side and we'll get into it. But you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a good pen. This is a perfect example of that. This pen is from Daiso, which is actually a Japanese dollar store. And I have found, you'll see, so many amazing pens from there. So this is one of my faves that I'm always using currently right now. So it doesn't have a super flexible tip on it, but I just love using this for brush script. I'm gonna try and give you an idea here. But it allows for that thick and thin line. So that's the first one. This one here is a Prismacolor brush tip pen in black, and you can see here. I feel like this one, I struggle with this one. I feel like sometimes, you know, if you're doing bigger writing, it's fine, but if you're in your planner where it's quite tiny, sometimes it can be difficult to control. But I do use that one as well. This is a new one to me. This is the Pigma brush tip archival ink pen. And I haven't used it a ton yet, but like super nice fine point on it. Let's see here. So you can really get that thick and thin. Oh dear. You get it. But yeah, so I have to play around with this one a little bit more, but it's a nice pen as well. This next one I bought in a set of 3, and honestly I cannot remember where I got them from. I think it's from my local art store, but I'm not 100% sure. So it came in a black, blue, and red, and I don't do a ton of color pen writing currently, but I couldn't resist, and the tip on them is actually quite nice. So yeah, they're really nice. And I'm just gonna move these. And then next I've got this zebra pen. Actually, both of these next 2 pens I got from Daiso as well. This one isn't really a brush tip, but I can use it to, you know, make a line. You can thicken it a little bit and then, you know, go in and kind of create that thickness that you want by going over it, kind of thing, which I think looks great. I just love the way this pen feels in the hand. And this is probably my favorite, one of my top 3 favorite pens that I have right now. So this is also a zebra pen that I got from Daiso. But the tip on this thing, well, I love it. Oh, I can't really show you here. So it's quite a firm tip, but it does allow for that thick and thin, and I feel like I don't have to be really delicate with it to get the look that I want. And then another one from Daiso. Now this is a great big fat tip on it, but yeah, I'm certainly no expert, but again, I feel like if you have a little bit more space, you can really create a beautiful line with this pen. And then this is my favorite brush tip pen. It is also from Daiso, and the tip on this thing is so incredibly flexible and fine that, I don't know, it's sort of the opposite of my other favorite, but it gives you can just get the thinnest line and then really thicken it up, and I just love the effects that I can get with it. But mine is wearing out, and it doesn't take long for that tip to get quite almost too soft, but I just love this pen. Next, got the thinner tip, so I don't know, outlining and then actually just doing writing and stuff like that. I'm just gonna grab another little paper here. So this is my Micron 0.01. This thing I use for everything. So just super fine line, lots of control, outlining sketches, yeah, writing, everything. Love this one. This one is just seriously just the cutest. Got this one recently. It is a gel pen, and it's, I think, a point. Oh goodness, does it say on here? Of course it doesn't. Anyways, it's a fine tip, but it's not too bad, and yeah, it's just nice for journaling or writing in my planner. This one is really cute. This is a 0.5. It's got Miffy on it, which is super cute. And this is a newer pen to me. And I'm really enjoying this one. Just super fine. And this is another pen. This is a 0.35, and I probably use this one the most out of my fine tip ones, and I just use these for, I don't know, just sort of the more journaling elements in my planner where I'm writing a little bit more than just a word. And this is I believe a 0.35 as well. But how cute is that with the peaches on it? It's the same, I'll show you, but it's the same tip as the other one. And then this is a pen that it's not the most attractive pen out there, in my opinion. It's the Bic Gelocity, and I think it's a 0.7, yeah, but I'm so loving writing with this. Just such a smooth line. And this is another 0.35 fine tip, and this has actually like a sepia or brown sort of ink in it, and I actually really enjoy that. Just with certain spreads, sometimes the black is a little bit too stark. So, and then this is my Micro Perm by Sakura pen, and this I use for any kind of a slipperier surface or sticker. It is permanent, and it's just one of those things where it dries quickly, no smudging, and if I'm unsure what kind of pen to use because I'm worried about smudging, this is the one I go to. So moving on, I've got my scissors, which, you know, always come in handy. I'll just pull this over. Also have my ruler. This is the ruler that I use. It's from Staples, and yeah, it's just super handy. It's got the measurements on it, but then it's got kind of a bunch of little, you know, it's got this little checkbox part in it, which I sometimes use as well, which is awesome. My pencil case wouldn't be complete without this. This is a two-way glue pen, and so you can use it for repositionable and then permanent. So, whoa, that just flew off. But there's the tip there. So it's just got a chisel tip on it, and then yeah, it's just glue. And I've got a couple more gel pens here, of course. And these are all from Sears, strangely enough, and unfortunately, if you're in Canada, you can no longer get these pens, which is quite sad. They were only $1, and so this one here is a copper color. I'll just try to, of course it's not going to work right now. But I haven't had any issues with it until just this moment. This one's gold, and you can just see how smooth it is. And then I've got a black, which actually is almost out, and it's just really, really smooth as well. And I've really been using those quite a bit. And then these are just a couple other markers that I have in my pencil case. This is the Mono Twin by Tombow permanent marker again. So just for surfaces that you know, are a little bit smoother surface. Recently did some hand lettering on a smoother card stock, and just use this for brush script by thickening up my initial wording, and it worked out great. So yeah, I don't know. I used the smoother tip, or the tinier tip I should say, and then just thickened it. So that's that one. And then I've got the Faber-Castell. I have a whole set of these, but I just find that this yellow, it's kind of a different yellow. I like using that just to kind of accent certain things or highlight certain things. And then this is a new one. That's the Tombow 533, and it's got the dual end. So I just love that color. And then the fine tip on the other end. And then finally for colors, I just have this Crayola Super Tip, this pink. I've been using quite a lot. Of course, we're just coming out of Valentine's Day, but it's super light, and I just love how subtle and pretty it is. So those are in there right now. And then just a couple more to go. I've got my trusty water brush, and I'm sure you're aware of what this is, but it's just a brush tip pen that has a cartridge in the bottom with water, and I use my watercolors, and it allows me to paint and use my watercolors to do brush script, or any painting for that matter, but I use it typically for lettering, and I use this a ton. And then I've got two white pens. I'm just going to bring this paper and try and show you. This is a metallic marker in white. It is a thicker tip on it, but I find it handy for just certain highlights and accents and stuff, so you can kind of see the intensity of it there. It's quite good. I have struggled for so long to find decent white pens. And then of course the Jelly Roll 0.05 by Sakura. Honestly, this pen is amazing. So smooth, and just find with the white gel pens, you get skipping, and there's so many bad white gel pens out there, and this one is amazing. And then the final thing that you'll find in my pencil case is just in this little zipper section here. And I've just got some pencils for sketching. So I have my Kate Spade pencils. They're so tiny and cute, but I love sketching with them. And then just my handy eraser that I use when I'm sketching. And yeah, and that is all that is currently in my pencil case. I do have a new addition, which I'm super excited to add to it. Got this recently from Mark, Once More with Love. Was recently at the iHeart planning event, and got this little beauty from there, so I'm really excited to add that to my pencil case if it'll fit. But isn't this a gorgeous pen? I got the white. She has several different colors, and it's just a twist top. And then I actually haven't even used it yet, so oh my word, it's so smooth. Yeah, so I am convinced this is going to be one of my new favorites. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me today, and if you decide to do a what's in my pencil case, please tag me. I would love to see what pens you love and are using currently. Have a great day. Bye bye.